Hello, 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 and welcome to a new series I'm going to start on YouTube. Again, I used to do this on Instagram, IGTV quite a lot, was through weekly readings and then a monthly reading, and I kind of paused that, but I'm thinking about starting up again, so I'm going to do it again for about a month's time and see where we go from there. So, welcome, and if this resonates with you, feel free to comment down below. Share with a friend, so on and so forth. Okay. Even share with somebody if you think it didn't resonate with you. Maybe it'll resonate with you. You know? Maybe it'll resonate with your friend. I don't know why this thing keeps moving. So bear with me if the camera keeps gyrating. Now, this is just a collective read, so take what resonates with you and what doesn't resonate, just leave it behind, okay? So I'm going to do a general reading, just a general energy spread, and then we're going to go into anything more specific any other specific things that may come out for this weekly read, okay? So this is for the last week of October 24th through the 30th, okay? Halloween is a separate thing. I might do a separate Halloween reading at the end of this video. I'll see how long this one goes, okay? I'm looking at my calendar over here. So I have 3 cards pulled. Automatically bottom of the deck is Page of Pentacles. So there's some new opportunities and new, some of you are starting new jobs or starting to look for new financial options here, whether it's talking about, I don't know, we'll see what else comes out, whether it could be talking about new contracts, it could be talking about, like I said, new jobs, anything of that matter. And I really feel like it's something with your hands on. So a lot of y'all, I know a lot of my followers on Instagram are the ones that I interact with and connect with the most, are kind of crafters, or they do things with their hands, or they do physical work of some sort, or they want to. So this week is a good week to get started on that, okay? Because I feel like either if you don't know already, certain opportunity is going to come up by Friday, okay? It's the bottom of the deck, so that's the energy of the reading. So I need to bring my other phone standing here. Okay, so the other 3 cards that we have here, I have the Ace of Swords, the 9 of Wands, and then the King of Wands, okay? The week is it's definitely gonna end with some action, some planning, some things going on. I don't know about you all, but I will be traveling at the end of this week because I am going away for Halloween, to celebrate Halloween and my birthday. I will be in Florida. I'll be in Orlando, so hit me up if you're gonna be out there too. Maybe we can connect. But there's definitely gonna be some action happening by the end of the week with the King of Wands here. The middle of the week, we're gonna be looking at some frustration, some confusion, a little tiny bit of chaos, but it's like organized chaos, because the 9 of Wands energy is typically the key words are like taking the last stand, like the last minute battle. So if you like what I like, you are, excuse me, these words. If you are like me and will be traveling or doing something this weekend, is the last minute planning is probably going to drive you nuts, okay? Because again, this is Wands, this is action. This is action here. Wands are action, passions, your ambitions, so on and so forth. So this is like my Wednesday energy, Wednesday, Thursday. It's gonna be some frustrating action, some frustrating stuff, trying to get everything, maybe get beat up a little bit, trying to get everything ready for the weekend. Like I said, it is Halloween coming up. But just remember to take your breaths, okay? To breathe. Whenever you get frustrated or tense or tightened or like annoyed or any of those chaotic energies and emotions where you're not entirely sure about like what comes next, remember that you've got this. You've done this before, even if it's something that you haven't done specifically before. This type of energy, this type of requirement, the type of preparation that you're having to do for whatever this event is or whatever this thing is this weekend that's coming up, you have done it before. It just looks different. Tell yourself that, and your brain is going to bring back memories of when you've had to do it before. My clip fell out. Your brain is going to bring back memories of when you have had to do it before, okay? And so you're gonna get little flashbacks, and then you're gonna be like, oh wait, I do remember doing that. Oh, this is just like when I was in first grade and we had to do this project, or it's just like a couple of years ago when we had to go to this event. Okay, remember that you've done it before, you've been here before, you can and you will do it again. Okay, you're going to be successful, everything's going to be fine. I know at the beginning of the week energies is Ace of Swords here, and it's a lot of new ideas coming in. It's a lot of newness coming in. We got the Ace of Swords and we have the Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. It's a lot of newness. Don't be afraid to express your ideas or express your opinions on things. Be mindful in the manner in which you express them. And I feel like for some of you, you're going to speak up or voice your opinion about something, and it's going to thrust you into a kind of a limelight, or it's going to thrust you into like a project or something that's coming up, or something that you weren't initially a part of. As in, like, say for an example, say you're part of a group project at school or at work, and initially your role was just maybe like secretary. This is the first thing that came out. So maybe you're supposed to be taking notes and compiling out evidence and putting everything together, classifying. Not really the leader, not really the person that is leading the group. Well, you have an idea because you have been compiling all this evidence and all this information. Now you have an idea what to do with it, and you decide to speak up on it. And then that throws you into a leadership role. So now you are a part of the planning committee, or now you're a part of the, like, okay, here's the directions that we're going to go, and this is what we're going to do. People are now listening to what your input is. And instead of just listening and letting it play out, and you maybe be in an advisor role, you get thrown into the action. This is where this 9 of Wands action is coming. Card is coming in, okay? You get thrown into it. You like, whoa, shit, am I ready for this? I don't know if I want to do this. But don't let that frustrate you, because you got it. Your spirit gave you that information, or they gave you that voice, or they gave you that inkling to open up and speak about it. It's for a reason, okay? You're doing all this for a reason. Go for it. Have faith and confidence in yourself. Fourth card that came out here is 3 of Pentacles. So this is funny because it fell underneath the 9 of Wands here. We have 3 of Pentacles. Okay. 3 of Pentacles talks about working together, working as a group. So if you are in this energy, it's kind of in between the 9 of Wands here and the King of Wands. For some of you, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. For some of you, you have been working on something for a long time. This isn't new. Like I said, this is a 9 energy. You have been working on something for a long time, okay? And you're getting frustrated because you're like, fuck, I want to finish this project. I want to complete this idea. I want to start this, or I want to use, it's usually a finishing thing. I want to get to the end of this and, you know, see the results X, Y, and Z, but you're feeling stumped because you're doing it alone and you feel alone, okay? Well, don't feel like you are alone, because you're not alone, because you're having help come in. And this has a lot to do with you talking about what it is that you're working on, okay? Talking about, here's this idea, here's what I'm doing, here's what I'm planning, here's my thought process on something I've been working on that's driving me effing crazy. I'm feeling burned out, maybe. Feeling, like I said, stressed out, frustrated, burnt out. All of that is coming from the energy of this card, but there's help. Work with a team. Don't be afraid to accept help from others, okay? Because 3 of Pentacles is literally working together, working in a group on a project of any sorts, okay? So that you can get thrusted from that 9 of Wands into this King of Wands energy to say, I went from being confused, frustrated, kind of burnt out to now I've got it and everything is under control, and here's what we're going to do, okay? Because you accept help. And this is a message for some of y'all who's been waiting on help, that help is coming, okay? You're not alone, and you're not going to do this alone, okay? Okay. So that's the energy of this week. Hopefully this finds you well. If it resonates with you, feel free to comment down below, share with a friend, so on and so forth. And I will see you later. So I actually forgot. As soon as I ended the camera, I realized that, Jennifer, you didn't do the Halloween reading like you said you were going to do. And I was like, well, let's get into it, shall we? So what are we looking forward to for Halloween of 2021, or whenever this resonates with you, whenever you find it? I don't know. All right, so Halloween, we have an Ace of Cups so far for the collective. The Ace of Swords again. This came out in the Instagram reading for this week. One more card, please, for Halloween energy. Then the Four of Wands. So the bottom of the deck, also the High Priestess wanted to come out as well. So the bottom of the deck, we have Four of Cups. I don't know about you, but this resonates with me, okay? Four of Cups, it resonates with me because this is the energy I've been in. I'm just, you know, being honest with you, being transparent, okay? The best healers are healing too. So we're going to heal together, okay? Being completely transparent, I have been the Four of Cups energy. Not necessarily Five of Cups. That's like, Five of Cups to me is like complete depression and like emotional under and overwhelmingness. Four of Cups is more of emotionally underwhelmed, as in like I'm just I don't say disgusted, but I'm like not satisfied, dissatisfied, unsatisfied with how things are going or what my options are or what things are looking like, especially maybe when it comes to love, because it's also the cups, right? Well, it's there for a reason, okay? And also the message of the cups, Four of Cups, excuse me, is that be aware of all of your options. There's another cup, and usually, let me bring this card up again. I'm gonna just pull it from the bottom, especially with the King of Swords right behind it. There's usually another offering here for you. There's usually another opportunity here that you're not seeing. So especially if this is love for you and you don't like your options or your experiences with love, or maybe what you're seeing in front of you, maybe choose a different option. Look at something else. Somebody that you might not normally pay attention to is paying attention to you and is trying to give you an offering of love, but you can't see it because you're frustrated with the ones that you have in front of you. And some of y'all might be juggling some boyfriends or girlfriends or anywhere in between that, okay? They'll be juggling some people and be like, I'm just dissatisfied with the dating pool. I'm dissatisfied with the people I'm dealing with. Well, look out. This is like that romance angel card that keep popping out on me when I'm doing readings. Is keep an open mind because your soulmate may differ from what you're used to. Keep your eyes open. Pay attention. It's the same thing when it's especially talking about career or anything else. Keep an open mind. Okay, when you're frustrated, this is a message to myself too. When you're frustrated and you don't like your options, it just things don't seem to be going that well. Keep your eyes open because there is something else. Okay, your spirit guides are not going to set you in that stuck energy for no reason. Okay, you enter the Five of Cups energy when you ignore this one. I'm going to say that again because some of y'all don't understand. You enter the Five of Cups energy when you ignore this other option here. I'm going to let that sit there for y'all so they can resonate, and it's going to click in those people's head who it needs to click under, okay? So comment down below if it clicked for you, if you know what I'm talking about, okay? Especially with the King of Swords energy right behind this Four of Cups that was at the bottom of the deck here. It is about being clear and concise and thinking from your head and logically and not necessarily from the heart. The King of Swords, I know I'm going to keep reading from the bottom instead of the cards I have laid out here. The King of Swords energy is... it's usually a type of person who has their shit together. All of the kings do. But in this case, this is a person who doesn't necessarily think with their heart or their feelings or their emotions. And sometimes that is a kind of more of a curse than it is a gift. Because the cups also deal with emotions, right? So, or emotions, sorry, intuition. I got distracted, something popped up on my phone. The cups also deal with intuition. You know, maybe we're ignoring our intuition. Maybe you're ignoring your spirit guides. It's like that Four of Cups. That the person is holding back here. There's another option. Did you look at this? And you're like, no, go away, spirit. I don't want to hear that shit because I know what's in front of me can work, but I don't know why it's not working. And we're like, because there's another option that you're missing here that you should fucking see. And start and get over yourself, basically. So it's like stepping out of that. What's the word I want to use? It's like stepping out of that stubborn energy and moving into a more free-flowing energy and listening. Okay, it's the messages of those two cards. Comment if that's you, okay? Because I know that's me sometimes, and I'm the one that be the main one listening to spirit and telling them delivering messages to other people. But sometimes when it comes to myself, I'm the hardest hardest client, okay? But we all have our ups and downs, and we're all learning, okay? So for Halloween, we have down here, we have the Ace of Cups, followed by a card that came out face down. I'll reveal it later, but it seems to be grouped with the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Swords energy, yes, yet again, sorry. The opportunity to speak up for yourself, or maybe even, some of y'all may even get a public speaking opportunity. I don't know why, or maybe it's an opportunity to read for a group of people, because shortly after, we have the Four of Wands and then the High Priestess card, okay? So the Four of Wands came in between the High Priestess and the Ace of Swords. I don't know if I'll make this a second video or not, but I'm not covering the names. Four of Swords, Ace of Swords, excuse me. Oof. Some of y'all need the Four of Swords, which is resting, taking a break, okay? And then we have the Four of Wands. It's a celebratory thing. It's Halloween. Let's not forget what we're reading for. It's Halloween, okay? I want this card to come out on Halloween. Do you hear me? I want this card to come out on Halloween because it's about celebrating and having fun. Maybe opening your mouth and some of y'all, this honestly is talking about opening your mouth and telling spirit or the universe what it is that you want or that you're willing to achieve and that you're willing to do, and how you want to spend your day and your time and your life, or however deep that goes for you, so that you can have a good time. It's like asking, you shall receive. Tell the universe what you need. Tell your spirit guide what you need. Talk to God about it. Whatever your method or purpose is, okay? And then there's the High Priestess card here. Some of y'all, sometimes this card literally translates to using a form of divination, like coming here for a reading, right? Okay. Going to somebody else for a reading, or doing a reading for yourself of any type of source. There's so many different forms of divination. Look it up, okay? And sometimes that card is literally a message of trusting spirit, okay? Because a lot of times when this card comes up in my reading, it's saying it's a period of time where you have to try to trust the divine, because some things are happening for you. And you can't really see or know what's going on, especially if it's paired with the Moon card, because it's something for you to experience rather than learn through watching or seeking. It's something you have to do to learn from it. But I feel like I'm getting a little mystery flair here when it comes to this card, especially being at the end over here towards the future side of the spread, reading from left to right. It's giving me some mystery here. So some of y'all, I feel like some of y'all may learn something either about yourself or other people, or maybe somebody else in your group of friends here, from going to this party. Some of y'all might start off alone. So if like you're traveling solo like I am, you know, surprise, surprise, you may meet a group of friends. So don't be afraid to go to that Halloween party by yourself. Don't be afraid to, you know, go do something new, even though if your usual friends don't want to go with you. If you don't have friends, you might meet some and have a good time, okay? And then also feel like you're going to start a new journey with that, especially with the Ace of Swords being here and the Four of Cups being the bottom of the deck. Is saying, open your eyes to new possibilities, okay? So let's see what this Ace of Cups in this. Oh my goodness. So some of y'all, I know I got a lot of young people on here too. So some of y'all on Halloween, for some of y'all, Halloween may be y'all's anniversary, okay? Now, whether it's your anniversary of when y'all start dating, anniversary when y'all meet each other, I'm not getting necessarily engagement vibes. It's something new is coming in. You're gonna meet a new person, okay? So we have the Ace of Cups here, followed by the Knight of Cups. That's the card that was face down and didn't want to be seen until I read the energy off of this card. So we have the Ace of Cups along with the Knight of Cups here. So somebody is finally coming in to express their interest in you, okay? Or maybe that is you, the one that's finally going to respond to that person that's been pursuing you, especially with this Four of Cups energy down here of saying, here are my options I'm not really digging, and then there's this fourth option I can't see because I'm too worried about here, and here's your mischievous cat of a spirit guide trying to knock something over to get your attention and say, hey, somebody's at the door, you might want to look up and pay attention. Hey, somebody's at the door, you may want to look up and pay attention. hey, there's a new opportunity here. Somebody's offering their cup of love to you. You might want to check it out. They are kind of fumbling in though, because the energy of the Knight of Cups is kind of like hasty love. It's like an all or nothing energy. Like, I'm just going to throw my all into it. So some of y'all might have been over here doing some self-love and minding your business and taking care of yourself and, you know, your squad, or, you know, if you have kids or whomever. You're so busy taking care of yourself because see, her back is turning. This person is trying to fly in. You've been paying attention to yourself and minding your business, so you might not even see this person coming in, okay? That's 4 of Cups energy, man. I'm telling you, don't get bogged down or disgruntled, or, you know, some of y'all might have tried to start something with somebody else and it failed or ended as fast as it started, you know. I'm having to laugh at myself because I know some people is going through this. But don't be afraid to love. Open yourself up to it. The more that you do self-love and self-care activities, like taking care of yourself and loving on yourself and doing and becoming the person that you want to be, the more that you do that, the more that you're going to attract suitors, okay? This doesn't seem like a long time suitor. It might not be. It could be. They could just have a terrible entrance or a almost failed entrance, because I do see them kind of haphazardly coming in, just like, fuck it. Hey, I'm coming to get your attention. Will you go out with me? Will you accept this cup of love that I'm trying to give you, that has like, I don't know, is that like a fishtail or something? There's bubbles in it, giving out these little heart-shaped bubbles and stuff. That's a little weird. Somebody giving you a cup of bubbles. It might be a fling. You might have a one-night stand on Halloween night. You know, you might find a fling. Don't think too much of it, but enjoy yourself. Have fun. Have a good time, okay? This person might introduce you into something new. Now, this energy from these 2 cards feels a little separate from the other 3 cards that I was reading. So it's entirely possible that it may only resonate with some of you and not the rest of you, some of these messages. But like I always say, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I am going to pull a couple of astrology cards and a few romance cards to see what happens for Halloween. Remember, this is for Halloween. Okay. I have my astrology cards here, and then I have my romance cards. See if I can get any clarification for this Ace of Cups, Knight of Cups here. I don't know about you, but I know I have definitely been... I have definitely been getting that message of like new love coming in, and it's been a little concerning for me. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, because it's just been coming like out of nowhere, seemingly like, hey, somebody new is coming in, and I'm just like, oh shit, do I really want to deal with another person? I'm just like, I'm getting back in the groove of being by myself and loving myself and doing all this stuff and minding my own business and not investing myself into other people or other people's best interests instead of and neglecting myself. I can't get my words out. Trying to be transparent and share here so you can connect with me. But apparently new love is coming, and I'm just going to welcome it in any form that it comes, almost any form, because I don't want kids right now, so it's okay. All right, let's clarify this Ace of Cups and Knight of Cups here. 2 cards preferably, or 1, that's fine. Oh. That fell and landed on the ground. 1 more card. I don't make this shit up. I promise you I don't. What does it say? Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. It's literally what I've been saying. When it comes to dealing with love, there's 4 of Cups. Your usual type. These people ain't acting right. They messed up, and whatever the case is. And there's another opportunity that may look different in a different package than what you want, but it's actually what you've been wanting and needing here. Keep an open mind. Your back has been turned. And some of y'all, it isn't necessarily about the type of package that they're going to be coming in. It's about just being open and willing to receive that person coming in, okay? So this, it's just like this Ace of Cups, her back is to this suitor over here. She's not paying attention to this person because, you know, she's off doing what else she's doing, you know? But Spirit is saying keep an open mind here, okay? The card had to like fly out and slide all the way across the floor. So excuse me when I go get it. But at the bottom of the deck here is financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So some of y'all may be, this is what some of y'all might be doing, honestly. Is working on your finance and career. And baby, ain't nothing wrong with that, okay? Don't get me messed up. There's nothing wrong with working on your career and your finances and stuff like that. Okay? Now I am gonna pull, I have my zodiac cards here. I am gonna ask Spirit to give me 3 potential zodiacs that three zodiacs that resonate with the energy of this reading. It's probably better if I shuffle the whole deck because it's kind of weird only shuffling 12 cards. Well, one card decided to fall on the floor too. So there's one card. Give me 2 more here. Sorry, the table is shaking. I need a different phone stand. I need a sturdier phone stand because it shakes whenever the table moves. All right. I'm gonna shuffle in 3, 2, 1. If I don't get one, I'm gonna just have to pull from the top. Okay, so shuffling. Okay, there's one. So that makes 2, and then I need one more card. Uh-oh. All right, Capricorn keeps trying to pop out, so we're gonna take Capricorn. Give me a second. Let me grab these other 2 cards that slid off. So there we go. I managed to reach it. My tablecloth's all messed up, but it's okay. Okay. So for these zodiacs we have associated with this reading, whether it's you, whether it's your person, when it comes to the love part, or it follows someone in your chart, just keep an open mind. And if it's not one of these, you're not one of these 3, and it still resonates, then disregard the zodiacs, okay? So we have Sagittarius, Capricorn, and Aquarius. Which is funny because all 3 of these signs are all up and through my chart. Well, I have Aquarius rising, my sun, Venus, Mercury, and something else is Sagittarius, and then I have Capricorn in other places. But if you or your person is a Sagittarius, Aquarius, and or Capricorn, I did say and because sometimes you have multiples. You have multiple signs in your chart, Capricorn, then this is for you. Or you might find that this person coming in is maybe a Sagittarius, Aquarius, or Capricorn. I think like Spirit is shading me because the Sagittarius came out first, basically. And then the other card that came out that fell on the floor, that was a love card. It's the trust card. This situation is calling for you to have faith and open your mind because there's something it's gonna look different from what you used to, okay? So it wasn't very Halloween-ish, but here's your Halloween reading. Like I said, I will be out of town this weekend. I will be traveling to go to town. Oh, honorable mention is Aries. So we'll be going out of town this weekend. We're going to celebrate Halloween in a different state other than Texas. So there's that. I hope y'all have a safe and a fun Halloween. Go to that party. Have a good time. Make new friends. Go ahead and have that one-night stand, but have protected sex and be safe, okay? And just kind of be willing to let the night unfold on its own, okay? Just be open and willing to receive. And with that, I will catch y'all next time.